All right, roll.
Okay, we are on pit lane again for the 24-hour race. We had a great race yesterday with the two GS cars, and now I'm sitting next to the 94 car, the brand new M3, ready to go. About 30 minutes to go before the race start, and a lot of excitement. We put a lot of investment into this car off season, and now it's really all about strategy and driver execution and everything going right for the next 24 and a half hours, I guess, if you add it all up. So, you know, it's funny, you think about 24-hour races versus a 2.5-hour race that we typically do, and it's sort of a completely different strategy. If you look back at the history of Daytona and who wins Daytona, 24-hour races are not run by the fastest car. 24-hour races are really run by the cars that spend the least amount of time in pit lane. And even though we have a great car that I think can really work well here in this race, I think it has the motor to compete with the Porsches and the Mazdas. At the end of the day, we don't really want to run qualifier laps for the rest of this race. We want to minimize the amount of time that we sit in pit lane. And I think we did some design changes to minimize the risk of failures that we had on the car last year that caused us to come in 8th. 8th wasn't bad, wasn't perfect. So I think we go into this with sort of just being smart. We're going to run double driver stints. We're going to minimize the amount of changes we need to do around pads. I think pads will run probably a third of the distance, so that's really the biggest change we'll need to do, and that'll only take about a minute and a half. And overall, it's about drivers sort of staying out of trouble, especially as the nighttime comes and fatigue sort of settles in. So if all goes as planned, we'll be sitting here in the morning talking about really a short strategy for the rest of the race as opposed to a 24-hour race strategy, and that's really what we put into plan, sort of putting the fast drivers in, thinking about what we need to do to stay on the lead lap, etc.
Awesome.
With that, signing out for now and talk to you guys later.